Okay, 1-11 homework. Let's get through this. To make blue paint, Erica mixes 6 cans of blue and 10 cans of white. She has 35 cans of white paint. How many cans of blue does she need to make the same pale blue? Well, we have to tell why the situation is a proportion, or write the assumption that must be stated to make the problem a proportion problem. So the same color is going to have the same ratio. That's our reasoning. In order to make pretty much any paint mixture, you have to have the same ratio. So you put the 6 here next to the 10, right? And then you take the 35 and you put it under the 10 because they are both the same factor. They're both the white cans numbers. And then you can just solve it, right? 2 to 3, 5 to 2, 7 to 3, 7 to 5, so 3 to 7 is 21, and you're done. Alrighty. Friendly Florist sells bunches with 16 daisies and 6 roses. Aunt Lynn wants a large bunch in the same ratio. She gets 40 daisies. How many roses will she get? Now, it says right here, same ratio. So we really don't have to assume anything because it tells us right off the bat that this is a ratio problem. Now, we just take here, we got 16 and 6. Here's our 16, here's our 6, right? Then we just need to make sure that the daisies line up under the daisies. And here they are, 16 and 40, right? So, what goes into both of them? 8. What goes into both 16 and 6? 2. What goes into 6? And what would you have to multiply by 6 to get? What would you have to multiply 2 by to get 6? Sorry. And that's 3. Take that straight down. What times 8 would give you 40? Right, and that's 5. 5 comes straight across. Then we have 3 times 5 gives us our 15 answer. Okay, Central School has 6 printers and 14 computers. If East School has 28 computers, how many printers does it have? We must assume that both schools have the same ratio of printers to computers. If we assume that, then this is a proportion problem. So, we got printers 6, computers 14. Now, it's 28 computers, so that has to go over here under the computer side. Here they are. Boom. 7 goes into both 14 and 28. Now we have 6 over here. What would take 2 goes into both of these. 3 times 2 would give us the 6. 7 times 2 would give us the 14. 7 times 4 gives us the 28. And then we just multiply 3 times 4, and that gives us our 12 answer. All right, the twins bake pancakes using 10 cups of mix and 15 eggs. Everyone wants more, but they only have 12 eggs left. How many cups of mix should they use? Every recipe is going to have the same ratio, or otherwise it's going to end up tasting different. So, if it's the same ratio, it's a proportion problem. So we've got the 10 of mix to the 15 eggs. Now we've got the 12 eggs. Right underneath, so that lines up. So, then we just need to figure out what goes through both of them. And 5 goes through both 10 and 15. 2 times 5 will give you that 10. Right? 3 times 3 will go into the 15 and give you that 5. 3 times 4 is the 12. So then we just need to worry about 2 times 4. And that gives us the 8, which is 8 cups. Okay, remembering side. Complete each factor puzzle. We got 5, we got 8, we got 3, we got 7. Right, so it's 5, 8, 3, 7. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, now we got the hole up here. Right, so you got 8 across here. That gave you 9. This gave you 7, so 7's up here. Then 7 is across, then 7 over here. Cross here to that 7. 7 times 7 gives you 49. Rock on. Alright, so right across here, 9's the only thing that'll fit. Right? 9 times 50, what times 9 would give you 54? That's a 6, so 6 goes up here. What times 7? 7 goes through here. What times 7 gives you 8? Try that again. What times 7 gives you 56? That's 8. So that's through here. Then we just need 6 times 8. Gives you the 48. All right. Down here, what's the ratio table? What is the table a ratio table? Right, yes or no? If it's yes, write the basic ratio on top of the table. All right, so we got 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40, right? Here's 5 and 8. There is no number that will go into both of them. 5 is a prime, and it doesn't go into 8, so we're pretty sure that's done. All right, 2, 4, 6, 7, 12. What? That is not an increase of 2, it's just 1. So, even if we didn't do anything else, that would not be a ratio table, so it's a no. Okay, just quickly to check. All right, just double checking here. This is a ratio table. Boom, 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 because these are all constant increases. This is not a ratio table because we go 2, 4, 6, 7. Oops, no works. And then we go up by 5. This is not a ratio table, so it doesn't even matter what this is. We got 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is an absolutely ratio table. Nothing goes into both 7 and 5, so that's our basic ratio up here. And we're done with that one. 6, 12, 20. Sorry about that. You would have had to go to 18 to make that a constant one. This is not a constant rate of increase, so it doesn't even matter if this one is. This is not a ratio table. Alrighty, represent the situation with an equation. Solve. Use parentheses if you need to. Alright, so the book Maria is reading has 50 pages. Her sister Abigail's book has 3 times as many pages. How many more pages are in Abigail's book than Maria's book? Alright, so we use n as our variable. 3 times 50 gives us Maria's book. Then we minus 50 because this gives us Abigail's book. Then we have to take away Maria's book to figure out exactly how much more Abby's book is, right? So it's 3 times 50 to figure out how much is in her book. Then we subtract the original book. Yeah, you can put parentheses or not. Anyway, you end up with 100 pages. A nut contains 3 kinds of nuts. A nut mix contains 3 kinds of nuts. There are 5 ounces of almonds. The weight of the cashew is triple the weight of the almonds, and the weight of the peanuts is 10 ounces more than the weight of the almonds. So, we got 5 ounces. We got 3 times 5, because that gives us the almonds. And then we add into that 5 plus 10, and that gives us the weight of the peanuts. Right? So it's 5 plus 3 times 5 plus 5 plus 10, which ironically end up being about the same thing, because this is 15 and this is 15. Right? So that ends up being 35 ounces. Because 15 plus 15 is 30, and 5 plus 30 equals 5. And we're done.